Vola Anguela o veterano, ako itabua. Ako do talitain na barong na Bula FM, nambando na sir.
Bula, alang gono ilutoka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti nambando na sir.
Ni Bula binaka, nanreken go sa Bula FM nga. Na kasi.
Nalang go sa mundo atibyo ng Bula FM nambando na sir nusur.
Ni Bula binaka, nalang go Jerry, yang melambasa. Do barong na Bula FM, nambando.
Bula FM, nambando na sir.
In the news tonight, rugby star cops 8 years jail time. Murder accused denies allegations in court. And Kandavo Islanders told to take heed.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Smith.
Former Fiji Sevens player Aminoni Nasilasila, who was convicted of rape, has been sentenced to 8 years imprisonment by the Lautoka High Court today, with a non-parole period of 6 years. While sentencing Nasilasila, Lautoka High Court Judge Justice Daniel Gounder stressed the 27-year-old's status as a sports celebrity was not a mitigating factor nor an aggravating factor, and that he should be treated like any ordinary citizen. Details with Philippe Naikaso.
The aggravating factor in the former rugby star's rape case was that he breached the victim's trust as he was intoxicated and that he humiliated the complainant during the incident. Nasilasila raped a 24-year-old woman in Olosara Singatoka on December 22nd last year. The judge also highlighted the offense committed by Nasilasila is not a reflection of the values taught to him by his mother, but in fact those values helped him be a professional sportsman locally and internationally. Justice Gounder stated that it was indeed a sad predicament on the society to victimize the complainant because of Nasilasila's popularity. Justice Daniel Gounder says that Nasilasila's character had been unblemished until he committed the crime in December 2018. Justice Gounder says for Nasilasila, a fall from grace is punishment itself. He says, unfortunately, the realization is late, and so is the apology for clemency. Philippe Naikaso, FBC News.
The second accused in the alleged murder of 26-year-old local rugby player Chosola Lauvaki denied allegation as he took the stand in the High Court this afternoon. Former police officer Selematiko Enamburevere faces a murder charge along with another former officer, Kilepi Kolinisao. Both are alleged to have seriously assaulted Lauvaki, who died a month later at the Suva's CWM hospital. Pranita Prakash reports.
While testifying on what transpired early on the morning of September 2nd last year, Tiko Enamburevere said they were called in to assist in transporting 4 persons who were arrested for drunken disorderly at a Canavan Street nightclub. He said the 4 were escorted to the Totongo police station and he assisted Lauvaki from the vehicle while his co-accused assisted a man named Tomasi to the charge room. He said while on the way to the charge room, Tomasi turned and punched Kolinisau, who fell down. Tiko Enamburevere said while trying to assist Kolinisau, he felt someone tap on his shoulder, and as he turned around, Lauvaki punched him in the head. Said he then got hold of Lauvaki's shirt and told him that he should show respect in a police station. He said as he turned around to check upon Kolinisau, he saw ISP Rusate Ralan between them, and when he looked down, he saw Lauvaki on the ground and lifted him up on his knees. Tiko Enamburevere said he then took Lauvaki into the charge room. He said his co-accused Kolinisau reported the matter to ASP Ralan, who told him to wait for the arresting officer to lodge his report first so that it could fall into a sequence. Tiko Enamburevere denied that he is trying to save himself. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Residents in Kandavo are being urged to continue to stay away from the landslide area of Mount Washington. National Disaster Management Office Acting Director Lithiana Mbaini Marama says safety is paramount, and while there is an ongoing assessment of the area, residents have been advised to avoid it and refrain from diving. Maggie Boyle reports.
Following the 5.7 magnitude earthquake that struck on Sunday morning, there has been continuous seismic activity experienced on Kandavu Island.
We've received some feedback from a few communities that the last aftershocks they experienced was last night. around 8 p.m.
The NDMO is strongly advising those living near the affected areas to keep their distance.
Those living within the vicinity of Mount Washington to refrain from approaching the landslide areas and also to just refrain from diving at the moment until the aftershocks are cleared and that we receive that official advice from the Mineral Resources Department.
Meanwhile, the NDMO, Mineral Resources Department and provincial officials are working on the technical assessment of the area. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama has finally set the record straight on speculations that there will be no free education next year. Bainimarama says this is not true, as the free education initiative will continue under the Fiji First government. Ali Kimbia has more.
Speaking to the village of Lautatai in Tailevu, Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama reiterated that education remains this government's priority.
I want to clarify something. My government will continue the free education scheme, and this will not change, as you may heard on the false rumors going around.
The Prime Minister says the government will do whatever it takes to ensure quality education is provided to all students. Bainimarama also took a swipe at the blatant lies spread by other political parties.
I want to send this message to all political parties to be mindful of what we post on social media, because all Fijians deserve to know the truth, especially our children.
Bainimarama says the government will continue to deliver what's best for all Fijians. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Some town and city councils may be merged to ease operations and bring consistency. Minister for Local Government Pramila Kumar says the municipalities will keep their boundaries, but will be run from a central office. Edwin Nund reports.
All special administrators were taken through what is required of them during their tenure, with key focus on reform.
We have to move away from this town clerk, director of health services, director of engineering. We have to modernize the whole organization structure.
We're trying to create social spaces, providing services for people, places where people can come and enjoy themselves, they can come and congregate.
Practices which have become irrelevant and cause a nuisance to ratepayers are also on the way out. All municipalities will now follow the same procedures.
Currently, we don't have a single policy to guide how the market vendors are operating in markets. We don't have a single policy that guides procurement processes. So we would like to develop all that. We want to get rid of all the bylaws and convert them into regulations.
You need to ensure that the processes are made transparent.
The local government ministry has identified towns and cities which can be run from one office because all operations are now identical.
A good example is Lemi and Suva, and another very good example is Nasinu and Nosori.
People become very critical about your services, will become critical about your services. We are there to facilitate.
Special administrators have been told to come up with new ideas to make towns and cities more livable and to improve services. Edwin Nand, FBC News.
Up ahead, find out why Diwali is celebrated. And chef competition heats up in Nandi. Details after the break.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, my name is Satyama here in Ba. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, I'm Miri. I'm from Lotoka and I love Gold FM because they play all my classic hits.
Hi, my name is Fiona from Tavua and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, I'm Ini from Rakiraki. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic.
Diwali is not only the festival of lights, it's a festival of giving and unity. Kritika Kumar explains the reasons behind celebrating this significant festival in the Hindu calendar.
There are many reasons to celebrate Diwali, explains Hindu priest Vigyan Sharma.
The return of Lord Rama from exile after 14 years. The second major reason is the harvest of yield by farmers in India, and they celebrated the Diwali. Harvesting means income to farmers.
Pandit Sharma also says Diwali dates vary every year as it depends on the cycle of the moon.
So it falls on Amavasya, and it cannot be on every year. It cannot be on the same date and same month. So that is, we call it Tithi. So it is celebrated on the darkest night of Amavasya.
Meanwhile, the Fiji Council of Churches says this festival depicts unity as people of all faith groups get involved.
Diwali is a time of religious celebration where we are with our Hindus friends in celebrating the strength of the light conquering darkness. We are with our Hindu brothers and sisters because that's where we stand as well as Christians.
Beyond the lights and fun, Diwali is also a time to reflect on our life and make changes for the upcoming year. Hindus will celebrate the festival on Sunday. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
Colgate-Palmolive today donated $5,000 to the Fiji Cancer Society. The donation is intended for those who are diagnosed with cancer and need financial assistance. Colgate-Palmolive General Manager Hiten Lal says this is their 11th year of partnership with the Cancer Society, and they plan to further enhance this.
Most of us probably have been through or touched up on someone in your family, whether it's a family, community, or somewhere where someone is going through this dreadful illness. Obviously, it is a tough, and there's a lot of support required for this.
At least 200 chefs from around the country are currently competing in this year's National Salon Culinary Competition at their Whenunamaka campus. The competition is hosted by the Fiji Chefs Association and over the years has brought together chefs not only to compete but to learn from each other as well. Felipe Naikaso has more.
The chefs' competition continues to heat up with spectacular and amazing dishes being prepared since yesterday.
When you're at school, you're taught, it's either from a textbook or a teacher who's showing you those basics. But it's industry ready is what we're looking for. And to be judged in a culinary competition by industry chefs, proves that you're industry ready.
For some of the student chefs taking part this year, this sort of platform is important to help them gauge their skills.
I did my best, but left over because no one is perfect. There are better people around us who has more skills. Like in our field, we are full of skills and techniques which we use. So I believe the people around us, there is a lot of people who have more skills than me. But I have tried my best. Let's see what the result is like.
These chefs are also aiming at gaining experience over the next few days of the cooking competition.
That would be confidence. I'm a person that's always closed. I'm trying to get used to getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm always nervous around people. So when doing a particular dish, and with all eyes looking at me, so I have to get used to that, especially for my trip next year.
This competition is very important to me because it explores the knowledge and on your culinary terms.
The winners of several different categories will be announced on Friday. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
Turning overseas, firefighters in Auckland, New Zealand say they are starting to win the battle with the blaze at Sky City Convention Centre. While there has been no loss of life, officials say the damage has been extensive. More from TVNZ.
Smoke still billowing and flames as ferocious as when they first erupted. For more than 24 hours, exhausted fire crews have faced a relentless battle. It's one that's been hard to win.
If you're asking for the impression I had looking at those flames, it was just thank God there were no people in there.
A major issue, the materials used in the roofing panels themselves.
Bitumen, straw and plywood. They're all materials that were dealt with before. The straw was part of the difficulty.
The difficulty went right through the night. Firefighters got as close as they could from up high, but as the hours passed, the winds got worse. The ongoing inferno lighting up the central city.
It's the only way I could describe it as incredible disappointment. It was only yesterday, you could see the momentum we had on the site.
And by day, that view was replaced by plumes of smoke.
The risks are in the roof, right? So this is why we haven't committed people inside.
That meant this afternoon has been more crucial than ever, the roof being left to burn and crumble down.
And once we've done that, we're able then, because the roof will drop at that point, and we'll be able to get crews onto the 5th floor and extinguish it.
Sky City calls this a crisis. How it all began still isn't clear, and it won't be for some time yet.
And it's business time now with Karoy.
Thank you, Jackie. Coming up after the break, Post-Fiji issues warning. And in growing Fiji, FBC launches Fijian-made show. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatulaloba. और हम सब मिर्ची एफएम सुनता है because it's hot.
Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number 1.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है. हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग खाली मिर्ची एफएम सुनता. गोल टाउन तावा में मिर्ची एफएम दागो मामा.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Leading business Post-Fiji is taking collective approaches to deal with the 2 fake online promotions using its brand. Chief Executive Dr. Aniruddha Bansod says the company is not doing any promotion that requires people to pay a sum of money. He outlined how the scheme works.
These 2 fake promotions is asking customers to select on the icon and submit a $5 payment, and once they do that, they will receive a Samsung smartphone. That's one promotion. And the other one is they are saying that customers have won the promotion prize and parcel is awaiting collection at the nearest post office with a $5 payment required.
Dr. Bansod warns the fake notification is also received via text messages platform. Sunifa from HFC Bank joins us now with the latest from the stock market.
Let's look at some of the news making headlines. The British pound steadied after an overnight fall as Brexit hung in the balance. At present, it is up to the EU to decide whether to extend Britain's October 31st deadline for its departure from the bloc, although there is hope Britain can avoid the worst-case scenario, which is leaving the EU without any deal in place. The Japanese yen rose against the US dollar and the Aussie as some investors sought a safe haven amid doubts about efforts to scale back the bruising trade war between the US and China. Meanwhile, New Zealand's September trade data have been mixed with a headline, trade balance at negative $5.21 billion, better than the expected negative 5.49. While month-on-month data registered a negative 1.24 billion deficit, versus the forecast negative 1.12 billion. That's a market update for now. Vinaka.
Here are today's exchange rates as set this morning. In a volatile market with trade war and Brexit in the headlines, the Fiji dollar gained against the Aussie dollar and the euro, but slipped slightly against the other currencies we cover. The commodities market was mixed. Oil prices rose past $54 a barrel. Gold was down at $1,489 per ounce, and silver closed down at $17.52 per ounce. In growing Fiji, in an effort to promote locally made products, the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation tonight airs its newest TV show called Fijian Made. The show aims to educate the public on how Fijian-made products are manufactured and produced. Producer Nathaniel Kisun says the show also highlights the importance of paying attention to locally made products and their benefits for Fijians. The show airs on FBC TV at 7:45 p.m.
From industrial things to homemade stuff, to maybe your everyday thing that you see in the house, like from food to household items. So just a basic product that we never really paid attention to. The Fijian-made brand is a positive brand, and companies that venture into Fijian-made products are giving back to people.
That's it from Business Tonight. Sports is up next with Jamie.
Thanks, Koroy, and good evening. Ahead in sports, back to business for Fiji Sevens. And nominations open for sports awards. This and more after the break.
Natango meria maramani waya manatuya sawa waitikitu kutunde nandi ya undo marata kana baronga na radio Fiji 1.
Yawa asna vatili yawa maga Monica. Tondo baronga vale bunar doma ibiti lambasa.
Bula natango aprosa ngarse ngor kraki do televe no baronga na radio Fiji 1 na doma ibiti.
Natango tsani bukia ngoni na mosi ando taleta kana baronga na radio Fiji 1 na doma ibiti so.
Radio Fiji 1 na doma.
National Sevens coach Gareth Baber is impressed with the new and young players who are in camp preparing for the Oceania Sevens. Baber will announce his team for the tournament mid next week. 22 players are in camp and the coach has already gauged who will make it to the final squad. Senior players like Paul Nranisinikula and Kalyani Nasoko didn't train with the team today. Baber also revealed today that national under-20 winger Oceana Tonga, who is part of the squad, has taken up an academic opportunity in Japan. But Natonga's under-20 teammate Simeone Kuriwoli was at training today.
You see Simi there, you see Anasa there as well, people like Tavita Modios who have come in and, they're learning. And, they know that they've got to do a whole heap of work to get to the standard that the boys who have represented Fiji over the last few years, and indeed the legacy that Fiji Rugby has to live to that standard is quite important for them. So, yeah, it's good to have some young players in. I'm looking at a couple of players coming back from Drua as well, like I have done previously. And again, what I want to do is see them in our training environment and see how they stack up against the players that are here.
Sports federations can now nominate their favourite sportsman and sportswoman of the year. Committee Chair Lichana Lombuka has declared nominations open. Fijians can now nominate anyone who has had stellar performances from the 1st of January and beyond.
And we are inviting all sporting communities to please send their nominations through. It will be made available on the FASANOC website, the Fiji National Sports Commission website, and the Fiji Sports Council website.
Nominations will close January 10th next year. Super football utility back Felipe Mbarabilala has been helping his Southern Division side in the Police Centre District competition. Mbarabilala is currently in the national futsal squad and was released from camp to help his fellow officers qualify for the Police IDC finals. Sabe Wanga with the story.
After helping the Police Southern Division team reach the semi-finals of the Police IDC last year, Super football rep Felipe Mbarabilala has bigger plans this year.
This year we have a good side for us, but it all depends on if we follow our gameplay. But the team, the morale of the team is high, and definitely we can do better this year.
Mbarabilala says the district reps and the team have been helpful with training and sharing of knowledge with the new boys.
It's good. It's an opportunity for me and also for them. They look up to us. But as I always tell them, we are not there to boast or just to play on ourselves. We are here as a team, so teamwork is very important.
Meanwhile, Assistant Commissioner of Police Itendra Nair says competition level has increased this year as many officers are playing district-level football.
The competition has been quite rife and very competitive, and the fact that Fiji Police has many of our national players and district players playing, it's quite competitive at the same time, and some of the teams which have shown so far includes Northern Division.
The players for the police football side to the Sukarno Bowl Challenge will be picked from the Police IDC. The Police IDC finals will be played tomorrow at the Nassau grounds in Nasiese. Save Wanga, FBC Sports.
The Boxing Commission of Fiji has issued a stern warning to boxing promoters to get commission approval before promoting a fight. BCF Chairman Dr. Subhash Sapana says promoters need to understand that there are rules in place regarding this and the Commission will no longer tolerate this. He adds the promoters need to work closely with the BCF for the success of their promotions and development of the sport in the country. Meanwhile, the South Pacific Boxing Promotion will feature a total of 9 bouts. The main bout will be between Sabinathan Aliba taking on Joseph Kwajo, who will be fighting for the vacant light heavyweight title at Prince Charles Park in Nandi this Saturday.
Firstly, with BCF involvement, we give it official approval. So anybody who sees this, anything to do with this program knows that it already has official approval, number one. Number two, we have also in the past seen people announcing programs before programs have been approved officially by us, by BCF, whoever was there before me. Now that is not the right way to manage in any given situation. If you want good management, you should make sure that things are done in the correct manner.
That's it from Sports Tonight. Angie joins you later on with weather, and in new media, virtual voice tools actually helping. Find out after the break.
रहता है, हमारा नाम उमेश कुमार, हम रहता है लेबू और रेडियो फीजी में हरदम सुनता, बहुत पुराना गाना लगे और बहुत रोचक सुनता, बहुत अच्छा लगे हमको।
उमेश चंद्रा और कांता चंद्रा हमारा वाइफ है। हम लोग रेडियो फीजी 2 बहुत सुंदर से सुनता है, बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम, नंबर 1 रेडियो।
कुमार स्वामी नायक है, गोंगो लेबू लटोका, रेडियो फीजी 2 में पुराना गाना लगे, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगे।
कुमार नाकाफी में रहता है, रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनता है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
It's weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. How have you been? Little upset because of rain? I understand, but there is no time to be upset because it's the festive season. It's time to celebrate and have fun and be colorful too. A look in the west, it was cool with cloudy spells. I bet after a long time it was cool again. Eastwards from Pakaba to Suva, gloomy throughout the day. There is rain in the forecast, so umbrellas are a must if you don't wish to get soaked up, especially with your lovely outfits. And up north, little cloudy with showers expected later on. At sea, southeast winds 10 to 15 knots, moderate seas. For the tides, low tide tonight at 8:11 with high tide at 2:20 a.m. Sunrise will be at 5:52 a.m. For tomorrow, it's looking pretty wet, and again, don't forget your beautiful umbrellas. Tomorrow's temps, Nandi will be fluctuating in the low 30s. It will be dry, unlike Suva. And looking further on to Friday, we're getting closer to the weekend. It looks lovely and sounds lovely too. Side note, a long weekend is coming up. And that's all the weather from the Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, what is your favorite sweets for Diwali?
My favorite for this Diwali is, as always, bundi laddu. And happy Diwali to everybody.
My favorite sweet for this Diwali is bhajia, fulori, and bara, all those things.
Oh, I like gulab jamun.
I like barfi. My favorite sweet is laddu.
Recapping the main stories for tonight, rugby star cops 8 years jail time. Murder accused denies allegations in court, and Kandavo Islanders told to take heed. Now for these stories and others, tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Our poll question, we're asking, is it getting more expensive to celebrate Diwali every year? Visit our FBC website to answer. And our shot of the day taken by Seka Tutani. This is the beautiful Bunda Marina in Lautoka. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj, via the Facebook page FBC News, our Twitter page at FBC_news, or hashtag FBC News. That was the FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe, stay warm and dry. Good night.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatulaloba. और हम सब मिर्ची FM सुनता है because it's hot.
Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number 1.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है। हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग खाली मिर्ची एफएम सुनता। गोल्ड टाउन तावा में मिर्ची एफएम दागो मामा।
Mirchi FM, it's hot.